Hi, it's Chris here. Yeah, we are on day 8, I believe it is. Yeah, day 8 of the 2016 21 day video challenge. And the topic is negative thoughts. So, here are 5 tips on how to get rid of negative thoughts. And we all get negative chatter going through our minds just about all the time. And first of all, when we first get up, they're not so prevalent. But then as the day goes on and the stuff starts happening, they get a little louder and more frequent, and can really get you worked up sometimes. And especially when you're trying to work on something and it's not maybe going quite right, and you kind of just keep trying to get at it, and then the negative stuff starts coming in and almost taking over. And when you pay attention to that chatter, it'll put you in a bigger funk and take you longer to get your work done and more frustrating. You're going to hate it and you won't do your best work. And that's what I found. And, uh, and the chatter can be reduced, or I don't know if it's totally eliminated, but there's ways to be able to do that. And there's a lot, actually, I have the 5 that I use that I'd like to share with you. And I'm pretty much a real case study that this stuff can work. And so I guess I'll get into it. I kind of have them listed here because I wrote a lot about it and I don't have that kind of a memory sometimes. Um, and a lot of the positive speakers and motivational people, they all pretty much say the same stuff all the time, and they kind of teach this stuff anyway. But the number one is to stop. First of all, stop what you're doing. If you're doing something that's really putting you in a funk, stop doing it, and right then and there, and do something else that you like to do. Um, Preferably something creative that gets your mind into a positive, creative way that you're accomplishing something that you like to do, and that'll eliminate some of that stuff. Like doing videos, I'm not overly confident with, but you know, I'm getting better at that too because I'm doing them more. I'm going through the program, if you want to call it that. And that'll bring back positive thoughts at any rate when you do something creative and get away from what's ever messing with you. And when I say get away from it, then that's part of it. And number 2 would be to like take a humor break. And I like to go on YouTube and maybe get a humorous video up on people that I like to watch. I'm not going to suggest any because you may have your own, but there's a lot of good humor out there. And I listen to music. I either listen to a singular solo singer or a band maybe. I like different kinds of music, including classical, which really is pretty soothing. Not necessarily going to get you pumped, but it is soothing. And while I listen, I like to walk around, get some exercise, get the blood flowing, and get some new cells feeding your brain, and that'll help a lot. Number 3, there's almost an unlimited amount of people, motivational speakers and positive thinking speakers on YouTube, and you can look them up and watch them, and they'll they help me. They help me a lot when I watch them. They're comical, a lot of them. They give case studies, and some of them do things. And as an example, I like Les Brown. He's really pumped all the time. He's moving around and all over the place, as well as Tony Robbins. And Jim Rohn, he's kind of a mellow guy, but has a lot of humor. It's dry humor, kind of. It's pretty good, though. He's very good. Actually, Tony Robbins learned from him in his younger days. Uh, Rohn was Tony Robbins' mentor for a while. And Zig Ziglar is another one. He's good and he's comical. So no, that helps too. These motivational people, they're humorous, and that helps eliminate some of your negative funk. And the ladies, women, you would like Lisa Nichols, her name is, and she is funny, and but she's not for women only, and she actually has a video, if you search her out on YouTube, about chatter, and she gives her example of what she does to eliminate the chatter in her head, and she gives examples that her own things that got her going in the negative modes, and how she got rid of that stuff. And they all have metaphors, which is kind of cool too, so they throw little stories into it. Number 4 is, well, I like to read books, positive books now. I used to read, murder and mayhem and mystery and all that stuff. Well, I got away from it because that kind of really poisons your mind anyway. And so I turned to positive books and audio. And if I'm doing something and I don't want to sit, I'll get up and I'll put on the headphones and listen to some audio, go for a walk. I used to go on the stationary bike, but I haven't done that for a while, which I'd like to get back to that maybe. Or turn on the radio and walk around and do some, again, when you get up, listen to some music that you like, something that's in a positive manner, though. They got heartbreak stuff out there. That's really not going to put you in a better mood either. It has to be, dialogue or lyrics that is going to be good stuff that's going to help get rid of that negativity. And that's the goal. And again, I rarely listen to radio because even the commercials, they put me in a funk because I hate commercials. So I don't listen to commercial radio. I don't watch TV. I listen to, if I have any radio, and that's rare now, is public radio, and that's good stuff. I like public radio, and that all helps. Number 5, I've started doing this, and I've noticed a change too, and that is meditating. And you don't have to, like when I first was introduced to meditation years ago, it was like I thought, well, this is for, weird people that sit around and smoke pot and meditate. But you can do it for 10 minutes. You just sit back in a relaxed place and close your eyes and take some deep breaths through your nose and just start thinking about, my chair is squeaking, start thinking about, focus inside, not on what you're thinking, just focus on the inside, and just it'll start, your mind is going to get away from all that stuff. And I really like the meditation. It's quiet. Find a quiet place where you're not going to be disturbed. Turn the phone off or down so it not vibrate. Take the vibrate off, all that stuff. And you will notice a difference within 10 minutes. And if you want to keep going, if you have the time, even the better. And if you practice this stuff on a regular basis, you're going to notice that the negative stuff is not going to be as frequent, and it's not going to be as intense. And again, all of us, go to Lisa Nichols and watch her. She has a great example of how to get rid of the chatter. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, if you could, while you're meditating, if you can find a mantra, they have these mantras, and some of them mean something, but I like Deepak, and he has some mantras that I'm using now. Again, I've kind of just started this stuff, but I believe you can just think of any couple, 1 or 2 words that put you in a better state that you can repeat while you're looking on the inside. Just quietly in your mind, quietly just say it. You don't have to say it out loud. That will be disturbing too, but that'll focus on the inside. Let's see, what else would there be? I think that's about it, but that negativity will chatter and it won't be as prevalent. It'll be really a better world. It is for me, I'm telling you. It helped me stop doing a lot of things that I was doing that I shouldn't have been doing to begin with, and start a better way of living. And I guess that's about it, and I hope you got value. And oh yeah, now by the way, again, like I mentioned, the more you do it on a consistent basis, any one or all of these will help you in the long run too. You can get up and just go for a walk and come back, and you'll notice that you're going to be more focused on what you're doing. You'll have more creativity in your mind and what you're doing, because the chatter is going to be like gone, or it'll actually probably be gone. It is for me. It'll always come back, but then it really does, but not as bad. So anyway, that's the 5 things that I do and that I suggest, and I hope you got some value out of it. Please comment, and if you have some other things, please let me know. I'd like to try them out. Have a great day. Thanks.